the Donkey Kong Country series comes from a time in gaming where they didn't exactly hold your hand. And while they had intuitive level design and creatures that you could predict their movement based on some of the other ones you've seen, there was repetition involved. And just knowing when you would have to jump that minecart onto the next railroad section, or when you had to jump to avoid the weird ghost dinosaur thing, or when you had to roll to kill the Kremlings. There was some difficulties in there and some memorization, especially in Donkey Kong Country 2. But in Donkey Kong Country Returns, holy crap, they've ramped up the difficulty. You're swinging along, and suddenly you get hit by like a rocket. You're like, or my favorite example of this is early on. You jump into a rocket barrel, and you're like, um, what am I supposed? And then the pig like does some weird motion thing. And you're like, oh, I just do this. Oh my god, what's going on? How do I? And then you die. You just die, and that's how they expect you to learn, which works, but man, it can be frustrating sometimes. One thing the game did was they actually gave you some branching paths. So if you got stuck on a really hard level, maybe you could buy a key and get around it. And I definitely had to do that in the minecart section. I think World 3, I want to say, the mining area. Oh my god, that was some hard stuff. I still haven't beaten this game. Me and my friend Bill have been trying to play through as a team and get through it, but it's just so much easier as one person. Because just like in Super Mario Brothers, having that extra gorilla or chimpanzee can make it a little bit hard, especially if you're not immediately following right after them. Because if you're not, sometimes they bounce on the thing you need to bounce on and you just plummet to your death. Again, this is a case where it's classic 2D platforming, but the level design and creativity has just matured so much in like the 10 or 15 years since the Donkey Kong Country games originally came out that it's just wild stuff. Rocket barrels, waves crashing into the screen, giant bosses, crazy levels, lava attacking you. Some great artistic levels where Donkey Kong is almost in shadow. I think that Retro Studios did a great job with this series. I mean, they did a great job with Metroid Prime, and I don't even miss Rare when it comes to Donkey Kong Country Returns. It may have been the best Donkey Kong Country game. And I know that's a little bit crazy, but it was very, very, very difficult, but very pleasing at the same time. And that's all I gotta say about that.